If I could leave you with anything, it would be to go out back into this world and be the best Ryan Flood, to be the best Boomer, to be the best Jimmy Lick. That is my true desire here. I just want to motivate people to live the life that they should be living to the fullest that they can. And so that just happens to be wedding videography right now. That happens to be what we're doing. Today is going to be quite the day. The juxtaposition of this experience here, just all crammed in this room and the top of this manufacturing plant, to where we're going to be tonight, I'm so stoked for it.
Most workshop recap videos that you see are super hype. As a matter of fact, most of the stuff that I put out into the world is intended to be super hype. But something felt dissonant about making a recap video for the Rome retreat that was super intense and action-packed, because it just wasn't that. As a matter of fact, it was so much more than that. And moreover, what if I could use this recap video of the Rome retreat as an opportunity to speak into you as a filmmaker, regardless of if you're in Rome or not? What if it was more than just a hype video? What if it was a memory as well? So for starters, this is where we met. This is where the Rome retreat happened, at least the lectures and stuff. It's an office space for 3 people that we crammed over 30 people into. It wasn't the perfect space to host a workshop. We had so many people join last minute, and so we made it work. And it was beautiful. The Rome retreat wasn't about how flashy of a retreat that I could put on. It was about fostering real growth. It was about taking what we already have to make the most of the life that we've been given. The first day of the retreat was all about the styled elopement. From start to finish, we had a bride and groom getting ready in an Airbnb, writing vows, and helping each other get ready. I wanted to make sure that everyone had enough time to get everything they needed to make a full film. So we spent a few hours at the Airbnb making sure we got everything that we needed. From there, we headed up to the mountains. We divided into 2 groups, one group shooting the ceremony, and the other group getting headshots and action shots of them taken by Water and Whimsy, our photographers for the workshop. Most people that attend the Rome retreat are leaning into travel weddings, so what better way to brand yourself than to get some fresh new photos for your website and social media pages. We had a ton of fun up on the mountain, while also making sure that we got everything we needed to make a full film. From the ceremony and vows to portraits, champagne popping, and an intimate mountaintop dinner. We even got visited by a moose, which was super special and rare, and of course we got the drones out. We shot until sundown, and we met up early the next day for the lecture day. Boomer with Multiply Media gave us an in-depth breakdown of the film score sound pack and how to best use it. John Bunn of How to Film Weddings taught us how to create an irresistible brand, and Nick Miller of How to Film Weddings broke down one of his best elopement films in incredible depth. Something that I talked about at the beginning of the retreat with those that came is this idea of audacity.
The willingness to take bold risks. I want you guys to leave here motivated in your own story to go and do something big, to live a big life. We're not automatically going to fall into the life that we're most called to be living. So we have to change something. I'm reading a book right now called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and it says, all too often it is audacity and not talent that moves an artist to center stage. It's not always talent, it's just having the gumption, having the knack for having the willingness to go out and just do something that's bold. Like, yeah, we all have imposter syndrome, but overriding that and doing our best to get past that is going to take us so far in life.
The idea of imposter syndrome is something that often plagues us as creatives as we go through life. My hope with this retreat was that people could see how much power that they have and how much potential is already inside of them.
We are all just people. And I know you've maybe looked up to our work, but I'm just a dude standing up here talking to you guys just like you guys watching me right now. I want you guys to feel equal to us. I want you to feel like you can come up to us and just hang out with us, you know, put an arm around us. We're your friend. I want you guys to be my friend. I don't want any kind of hierarchy, like this guy's a speaker. We're here to serve you guys, to make this worthwhile for you guys. And I mean that, okay?
A lot of times in this industry, people are put onto a pedestal. The well-known are looked up to in such a way that it might seem like just regular wedding videographers are lower than them. There seems to be a separation between those that are known in the industry and those that aren't. And trust me, I didn't want any piece of that lie to be a part of the Rome experience. Sure, yes, we had really well-known people that were there, but it was great to show the attendees of the Rome retreat that they're just people, just like them, and that there is no difference between them, and that we could all come together and have fun and grow and learn together. The second half of the lecture day, I live edited footage from the day before in front of everyone, answering any questions I could in the meantime about my processes when I'm editing elopement films. From there, we headed out to North Table Mountain, and after a 15-minute hike, we reached some of the most beautiful cliffs with golden light. Our photographers, Katie and Zach from Water and Whimsy from the day before, were our models that night, and they were swarmed with a ton of drones as everyone soaked in these incredible moments at sunset. We, of course, had to get an obligatory group video, and then we headed down for one last hangout in downtown Denver. Community was a huge part of this experience. We all knew each other by name by the end of everything. Going back to the first day, we set the tone for the rest of the trip with this little thing I like to call the talking boat.
This is the talking boat. I love talking objects to where you hold something. Lisa, it's cool, don't cover your mouth. I would love, if you guys are comfortable with it, for us to go around speaking to some things maybe we've been struggling with. Or on the opposite side, I've been doing this and I've been really proud of it. I've been really proud of this thing that I've been pursuing, and it's cool to see the fruit that's coming from that. Or this is a goal that I have, and I want you guys to know this goal.
By starting the retreat this way, we were able to really dive into getting to know each other. This workshop was deeper than just learning and getting content. We were encouraging and growing our own spirits to go back home and be better than when we left. Boomer's company name is Multiply Media. His life and his business is defined by this idea of multiplying, making the most of what you're given and then producing the best from it using your own unique God-given gifts.
How am I multiplying what I'm already given? Sure, like let's talk about audacity and like the boldness that we have to go out and risk something for something we don't have. But let's not forget what we already have. Let's not forget the opportunities that we already have. I want to ask you guys, are you multiplying what you've been given? And if not, how will you go forward doing that? And then secondly, how can you be audacious starting now, going forward? How are we gonna make the most of the opportunities you've been given starting now? You're surrounded by so many talented videographers that are investing in themselves and that are excited with great personalities. Don't just float through this experience, waiting for me to give you something. I want you guys to figure out how you're gonna make the most of this thing. How are you guys going to redefine yourself and push yourself into the next phase of yourself in your life, but also your business, by taking advantage of the life that you're living right now?
At the Rome retreat, we focused on three things: community, audacity, and creativity. Creativity could maybe be better defined as multiplying what you are given in a creative way to produce real and uniquely you results. The Rome retreat hopefully accomplished this for those that came. And while I can't show you everything that we did, I hope that this recap video has given you some insight into the vibe of the retreat and what we want it to look like going forward. And I also hope that you were encouraged by this video to go out and find community, even if you're not going to a retreat, to go out and be audacious, to take a bold risk in your own life, to go out and be creative, to create creativity through that community. This workshop was the most fulfilling thing that I've done in years. The fact that I get to offer this as a part of Rome for free is incredibly fulfilling. If you're not a part of Rome, and a lot of you that watch this video aren't, and it's something that you think might be right for you, then there's a link down in the description of this video where you can go and join the waitlist. At the time of making this video, I'm planning on launching it October 3rd. To those of you that came to the retreat this year, speakers and students alike, just know that I'm so thankful for you guys. I love you guys. I'm so excited for next year. I'm excited to see this thing grow into something bigger than it already is. Thank you guys for investing in yourselves, and thank you guys for being a part of the Rome community.